I have for you the World War II. Now, we're also going to be talking a little bit about Slenderman, because Nikki had a recording for us, so he sent me that on Discord. I'm going to play it. I'm actually going to take off half of my headset, as in just, you know, move it from my ears so I can hear this as well. Because I feel like in order to be a true investigator, you want to hear this as well. So, let's see. So, he sent me the link of this. It is on a YouTube, so it is currently loading.
Right here, and in World War II, we're going to be talking about paranormal and everything.
Okay, are you ready?
And yet you say I use you for, and yet you say I use you for views.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at this, and it's a recording of Slenderman. So let's get ready. Everyone, shut up for 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. That's not it.
Yeah, there's like two there's a top and a bottom part of Pepsi. I can put the whole top of Pepsi. And I'm gonna do Coke now.
He ate the Pope!
Hang on. Okay, hang on. So I heard something, and it said static, and then it said something. Hang on.
Yeah.
Static. Oh, it said static. They belong to me.
Who said that? Slenderman?
Shh.
Oh my god, oh my god.
What's happening?
Quick explanation. My last stream decided to... It's not like my last stream messed up or anything. It was just like the last stream was just like it didn't work. Also, we're listening to a recording, but I'm gonna pause it and talk throughout the little thing, because it says okay, so at the current moment, we heard Slenderman say they belong to me. So let's continue listening to this.
Yes, I remember hearing a
Space is gone.
saying.
Shh.
Oh, wait, is this a custom game, Jake? So it's just me and you?
Describe him to me. He has a suit on. He's very tall. He has long arms. He's bald. I'm scared. I want you to be strong right now.
Got that.
It's going to be fine.
I'm feeling myself that PTSD.
How's your brother doing?
Okay, no, this is recording... Hang on. This is recording... I don't know what recording this is. I think this is recording like 4.5, because 3.5 was earlier,
Yeah, 'cause it's a
yesterday.
SMG against like a whole unpowerful SMG.
So what it is at the current moment is that this is a 911 call. It says... it doesn't actually say description here. Let me see if there's a description, and I'm gonna read this. It says 477,818 views. Okay, so I'm concerned about this because they're actually describing him, the Slender himself. Now that is a little bit unusual. Okay, I'm gonna continue the recording, or does anyone have anything?
Hold up, what did she describe him as?
Tall, long arms. Here, let me rewind it 15 seconds where it shows that. Hang on, I might have to play it for a second. Hang on. He has a suit on, a tie. He's very tall. He has long arms. He's bald. And she also said before the static, he has, or something after that, he has no face. Which would be the description of Slender. He has no
Perfect
face.
description.
He is very
And
tall. He's also, he does wear the tall. I don't know, it doesn't say.
Contacted?
I don't know, it doesn't say exactly, so we'll
The
see,
quality
because
of
it
the-
doesn't say a date or anything, so the best we could do is just assume this was probably sometime in 2000, obviously, either 2000 or something else. I'm in late. What's the 911, what is the scoop of this 911 call? Well, we're deciding to make a paranormal investigational area of our channel where we will discover the paranormal. So currently this is the topic of Slender Man.
And
So at
basically
this
talk
point,
about paranormal stuff.
we're
and
talking about
try and-
paranormal stuff, and then one day we're
and
also
we're
going to try
also-
and prove this, that
and
they
we also
can be
might-
real, because people
and we also
never,
might say
people don't
that
believe in the
that it can be
paranormal.
true or it can be false.
Exactly. That way we could factuate every single little thing in the universe, technically. Alright, so it said he has a suit and tie, he's very tall, has long arms, and he's bald, which would be the description of Slenderman. Okay, let's continue this call. Ghosts in technicality do count as paranormal, but we're talking about like older creatures other than ghosts. Ghosts is in our factor list, but right now the topic is Slender Man himself, Misty Slendy. Okay, I'm your mother. Confusion? Okay. So, hang on. So, what we have so far is a tall, slender man is outside these kids' house after they walked home from school. That is gradually terrifying, because I walk 2.5 miles home every day. I've been doing that since the beginning of school, so I kind of don't like that sounding, so it sounds like it could be a paranormal thing, considering the fact that when she was describing him, she said he has no face, and he said, "Is it a mask?" And she said, "No."
Hey Jake, bro, I'm about to join my friend party real quick. I'll
Alright.
talk to y'all
Yeah,
probably a little bit more
it
later.
obviously wasn't a mask, because with a mask you could be
You could see the eyes. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you could
She
see
says
the
it was
eyes,
outside
you
her
could see.
window though, so that's a little bit of a distance. Okay, let's continue this call. Are you ready? Window break.
Young lady, are you okay? Hello? Are you there? Hello? Young lady, are you okay? I'm fine now. I'm not scared anymore. The tall man just wants to play.
Oh, that's gradually terrifying. Okay, hang on. Here's another thing. Slenderman does like children. That was another thing. He had a daughter, if I'm correct, by a lot of legend says.
Yeah, a lot of the legends say that he.
A lot of legends say he had a daughter, but also after a long time, it ended up. I don't know what happened after that, but I think he said that the legend was like his daughter dies or something like that.
His daughter eventually died, thus causing
him to be insane or something like that, whatever you want to call him.
He got traumatized, kind of, and then as time went by, he thinks of other children as his own child.
Hence why the little girls in the pictures.
Yes, and which is why with Slenderman's case.
Usually it's girls. It's either girls or young boys. But it's more than girls. It's more the girls though, yeah. Okay, let's continue this part.
Yep.
Static. They're with me now. They're safe. Ooh.
He said hi.
No, he said goodbye. He said,
Oh, yeah.
"Hi, operator. I see your daughter, and I see you. You're scared." And it continued after he said his daughter name, and he said goodbye, because he said she will be mine too, and that's his daughter, the operator's daughter. That is a huge concern on my part. I mean, Slenderman does go for the children, like we were just discussing. And this still has another 3 minutes to it. So I'm still listening to this and debating, could this just be a hoax or something else? Because by the sound of it, supposedly you do hear static, or you have this feeling of static. Remember, like, if they had cameras, they'd always find them, and it'd just be, like, static on the camera, and you'd panic because of that?
Yeah.
That's what that is. The phone is getting the static from his... Either, I guess it's his movements or something.
Yeah, it can
No,
be
it's not
because of
done
the
yet. It still has
movements.
3 minutes, because he said, I have to get home. Let's see.
Either that or it's the loud noise that he makes.
Hang on, so I'm gonna,
You know,
I'm looking at the cassette that's on there.
That noise.
I have no idea if this has any relation to anything. But when was this posted? I can't actually
This was
look at
posted
it.
5 years ago.
5 years ago, 2003. So,
Oh, you know what? There's another one too. There's another one. 20 minutes long. And it says the Slenderman is real. The recording of Rachel Hayes even has
Wait,
the other thing.
I know
Even
who Rachel
has-
is. I know
You know who
that
Rachel is?
Well, I don't know who she is in person, but
You know
If I remember
you know
correctly-
her. As in you know her
Yeah,
from the
if I remember
legend.
correctly,
Is it from the legend?
Rachel-
Wait, Rachel,
no,
wait.
it's an
That
actual
would be
real
the daughter,
person.
isn't it? Wait,
No,
Rachel.
and Rachel Hayes disappeared years ago without a trace. Like, she legit disappeared.
She's disappeared. No one had any.
Yeah, YouTube, there were popular YouTubers making videos about it, trying to debunk about, like, the evidence to see if it actually was him, if it
Jake, I
actually
just
was
sent you
Big
an-
Boys, if it actually
sent
was
me another
Big
one?
Boy Slender
Yeah,
or
I haven't
not.
heard that one yet. I just found out.
Okay, okay.
heard that.
Hang on.
Alright,
So we're
I'm
gonna
going to end
we're gonna
this
keep
stream
investigating
right
this
here,
here.
if
We're
you
gonna
like
keep
this.
investigating this because this is now getting to a point where we're just like, is every episode a different call? No, this is the first episode where we have evidence that we're gonna try and see if either it is related to the matters or not. So actually, come and join me, Nikki. We're gonna go into a custom game and we're gonna see what this is. Cause there's always been theories that sometimes there's even hidden things like the Slenderman in games, Easter eggs. You could find a bunch of those like Slenderman Easter eggs and stuff like that. Those actually have been
I wonder if
things.
there's one in Black Ops.
If there is one, I think there might be one
let me
here.
search
Actually, yeah,
one.
look
Let me
look up if there's Slenderman Easter eggs in World War II, and if they have that map, then we will look at it. So I'm gonna get us into a custom game. I'm gonna put us on TDM because then we could all just be in the same map.
Hey guys, don't forget about me.
More than likely, the places that would have Slenderman are very forested areas. So the Ardent Forests,
so-
I think,
So
I don't think Black
basically,
Tower.
the countryside,
The countryside, yeah, Saint
the entire
Mary.
eastern border,
But there's no
the
other maps, isn't
southeastern
there?
border of the United States of America, like Florida,
I'll look it up for
Tennessee,
you. All right, thank you.
Kentucky.
Well, there's also DLC maps, but we
Virginia.
can't really get those.
One of the maps for the Easter egg, or the supposed Easter egg that I found is, the
Grosten Haas. Oh, you're right. Hang on, the Grosten Haas is zombies related, but that's in the middle of the forest. Remember?
And
Grosten Haas
Yeah,
in the
but-
forest.
that is an Easter egg. How?
No,
it
in the
probably
forest.
says-
Slenderman is in the forest.
Oh,
It's relating to it. So we could go to Grosten Haas.
Here, let me watch this thing.
the Legend of People
Okay.
say that the Legend of Slender.
I was gonna say,
also
why
mentioned-
don't... It originates from several things. There was another video that I saw here that actually showed it as, what was it, the true story of Slenderman. It shows a man with a blue tie, and then it shows a man with no face, no hair, no anything, and a red tie. Yep, it
Right,
is.
so
It does. Okay.
So what I was trying to say
Is it a
was-
map on multiplayer or zombies? Hang on.
Well, yeah, some people say, if I remember correctly, I looked
The original recordings.
Hold up. I looked up about Slenderman.
Hang
I
on.
remember
So
going
that
to over
Slenderman, the one that we just listened to, this is recordings. So these are the top tier recordings of horrors recordings. This is 2 of them. We're not 1v1ing, son. We're trying to find Easter eggs. Listen to this. This is no background music. So this one is without it. Hang on. It said the original recordings. It went into no background music. And it said something else. The first sighting of Slenderman in Mississippi and the first audio recording of the evil entity. So this was in Mississippi, so now we know where the first part of this is.
guys.
Okay.
Guys.
Oh, yeah, okay. I figured out the date.
I wanted to talk about how it, when it originated. Alright, so I looked up Slenderman one day. This was before I met you guys. I looked him up one day, and so I was looking around, and I went on this Wikipedia, and it said that the legend of Slenderman originated in near 14th century Europe.
Mississippi. Mississippi is in Europe, isn't it?
No.
Okay, well here's the thing.
America.
Shut up, okay? Okay, I don't know geography. Now listen to this. I'm looking at the original recording. One of the things that popped up was says in 1993, Mississippi, Amanda Allison and her brother Matthew Allison were abducted from their home and never seen again. Disappearance without a trace.
That is much like
the girl you were just talking. No, that's just like who you said was the who
Rachel
was it?
Hayes.
Rachel Hayes, yeah. That's another thing. Okay, here we go. Nikki, did you get any of that? What I was just saying? Okay, what was it in? Was it the Grossenhaus? If it's the Grossenhaus, then well, that's another thing, because Jack said he found one and it's on zombies. So here's what we'll do. We'll not allow join in progress because then we don't have this interference. We'll play it through, and I'm pretty sure this will happen at a specific round, like a lot of you strikes do.
Yeah, man.
So if it's like round 100, it's going to be extremely hard because we can't even get past round like 40 something.
Or
sometimes.
maybe it has to be like something like how we did the.
Maybe you have to do a specific amount of steps, like in most normal Easter eggs. You have to do it a certain amount of times, or you have to do something in a certain order. Then you also have to do the other things. Now, if it would show me my friend, if it would show you guys, that would be great. But Nikki, did you hear anything that I said just a second ago?
Yeah, you were talking about
It said in Mississippi, 1993, Amanda Allison and her brother Matthew were abducted supposedly from their home, and were never found. They disappeared without a trace, never seen again. Now that's something that we were just talking about. Now when things like that happen, like usually it could mean several different things, but in this point it kind of just feels like, you know, how would they disappear without anybody seeing them, and did anybody else see the Slender? That's another thing, because if they just walked home, that would mean there were people around them, and Slenderman doesn't often show himself during the day, if I'm correct.
Most of the time.
It's mostly the night.
Yeah,
also, Nikki, do you mind joining me?
Places.
It's in very either forested areas or just places that are really dark. But it sounds to me like it's midday, because they said they were walking home and were followed from school, which means school would have let out just a little bit before then.
But then again, there are some schools who
who do let them out during the night.
Dinner time.
Yeah, that is true. But here's the thing: wouldn't their parents be there as well? Like, wouldn't they have been told about this?
It depends.
Well, no, it doesn't depend, because it would be the first thing that I would have done. I would have immediately told my parents I've been followed home and this person is standing outside our house. It would just make
No,
more
that's not-
sense.
Yeah, but
But where are these
It's
kids is the
Slender-
real question. There's a
Hello,
Slenderman
my
Easter egg on
ETs,
the
my
house
name is
map.
Alien
Grosson
You-
House.
and today we are playing.
We're gonna be doing
Call
the
of
zombies to
Duty
try and
World
find
War
the Easter egg because we're doing
Speaking
something
I need
like
how
this.
much
Supernatural
and
stuff.
then I need
First-
to get back on World War II. Problem.
Yeah,
Today
no,
we
hurry
are
up.
going
man.
to be talking about the legend
Of
we all know and
Slender.
love, Slender Man.
Dun, dun,
So-
dun.
Slender Man, I looked up research. I researched him way
How many
before I knew
episodes
these
have we
people.
Way
done
before
now?
he knew me and Alien.
Yeah,
I mean, Dragon.
and
You are Alien.
Nikki.
Nikki,
So,
me. So we actually were
happened?
playing a call before this. You should probably let them know that we did have a call, but we will not restart it.
Yeah, we did have a call. We did have a call.
We did show the call. We did actually listen to the call. So far, I mean, should we give them just a quick update of what just happened? Like, until
Yeah.
like, go ahead and tell them a little bit more about, or, I was gonna say, before you tell them about the legend, let's quickly tell them what the heck Slender Man is, or just tell them
Alright,
quickly
so-
what about this. So,
Alright, so
currently, let's
Slend-
let's
no,
update him about
I'll
this.
tell them.
I was gonna say,
I'll tell
update him about what
Slender-
what we were just listening to.
Alright, so Slender Man is is depicted as a man,
Tall,
or
slender man.
another supernatural creature. Yeah, a tall, slender man, long arms. Most of the time, he has tentacles. I was about
Well,
say
supposed to be
testicles.
tentacles. We actually have no idea.
Yeah, and he has a blank face and a red tie. And that's basically it for what Slender Man is. So allow me to tell them what I found about when the story originated. So one
Go
day,
ahead and tell him. You got some time, dude.
yeah. All right. So one day I watched this creepypasta video about Slender Man, and I thought it was cool. And I was like, wow, cool. So I went to do research about it. I went to Wikipedia and then found out that I found out about the story of Slender Man, and I was like, is Slender Man real?
Well,
looked
that
it
would
up,
be.
and
There would
there
be
was
several
a
theories
full-
upon that.
And there was a full Wikipedia entry about him.
Well,
there was
a lot
even
of
a
people
drawn
would like a
picture of
description
him.
of what it is. Well, they drew a picture of him. Wait, you
What
said they
happened
drew?
Was, huh?
They drew a picture.
Yeah, it was like drawn pictures.
I was gonna say the pictures are usually from the actual forest, cause legend has it that when Slender Man, like, if you enter a forest and you see these pictures, you may as well just let him kill you because he's already there. You realize that, right? Slender Man has pictures of him and a child, and that child supposedly is his daughter. And whoever enters the
so-
forests is said to never come back out.
So what the thing said was that it all originated in, it all originated in 14th century France. That's what
France? I thought you
the
said
entry
Europe.
said. You know what I mean? Europe, France. That's
France
like
is
the only
not near
four-
Europe,
that's
but
like-
it's decently close.
it is in Europe.
France is.
It's-
Are you sure
in
it's Europe?
Yes.
I think France is in the bridge of Europe. It's not actually in Europe. Europe is a lot larger. Like, I want to see the Easter egg. All right, can like anybody who wants to play like join me at the current moment so we can get this done?
Oh, yes, if my
Jesus.
Call of Duty would like
You do
to be
not
nice
know.
to me.
You do not know geology.
Laser!
Geology.
I will stab you.
whatsoever.
I will stab you.
France is in Europe.
I think you mean Europe.
France is-
It's the first country on the left,
first country on the left.
aside from Portugal and Spain.
You mean
It
Portugal?
borders Spain on the northeast.
Spain is in.
Europe. Spain is in Europe.
Do you just have a map in your like TV? Like you're just looking at this?
What?
No.
It's like
saying
this is Europe.
I pay attention to
Spain
maps.
is in South
You paid-
America.
So why don't you
Spain-
be the map person and just identify where the frick this is?
Spain
thought-
is in South.
'cause I looked
Did you
at
just
where
say
France is.
Spain is in South America?
I don't know where Spain is, okay?
He's
you
right.
Just said
Okay, well I'm sorry that
Spain
I'm
is
bad
not
at
in South
geology
America.
local.
Can't even pronounce geology.
No.
We
Yes.
went into this job
We
about
pronounce
paranormal, not
geology right. We just don't care. You sus.
Can someone please invite me to the zombie map?
Suck. Okay,
No.
let's see.
Alright, so, yeah. That's
I
basically
looked it
what
up
I
on
found
Google
out about
Maps.
it. That the legend...
Well, you found out it was in France, which I don't feel like France has very many forests. I could be
It
wrong.
does.
Yeah,
Back
It has a
in
lot
the
of forests.
14th century it did.
Well, that's in the 14th century, so where is he now would be another thing. Also,
Yeah,
nobody's
because he
showing up on my
teleports.
part. Yeah, no, he teleports, but here's another thing. If he was born in France, the legend was born in France, wouldn't that mean he would stay near the lake areas of France, which means we would have to go to Europe in order to actually find the Slender.
And then we have reports in Mississippi.
Exactly, and then we have to find the reports of Mississippi, so we might even be able to get some information from cops like, oh, could you take us to these areas where we can look around and see what's happened?
I think the myth is around Central America.
It might have been around
then
Central
what about-
America, but we don't know yet. So, also, Nikki,
Here-
I think you might just have to just join me because I can't invite anybody because everything's being super.
Here's what I
slow or
got.
something.
Here's what I gathered from the thing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, it's Wikipedia.
Well,
all know
Wikipedia
how
isn't always
Wikipedia is.
well, here's another thing. Wikipedia isn't always the most trustworthy.
Exactly.
So
that's
that
what
is
I'm
true.
saying.
So that's what you've gathered, but it could be wrong information. It could be false information.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So
'Cause
maybe it was made in France, but was actually in a different
unable to
location
find
near
their session.
France. So it may be made in Europe.
Um,
For positive
You want me
look.
to just invite you?
I was
There-
gonna say, yeah, just
there
invite me.
was-
We gotta do the Grosten Haus. So if
There
you don't
is
have that, then
also-
you're gonna have to drop
I have
use
it.
that. Okay, then yeah, invite me.
If I remember correctly from a YouTube video I watched, the legend also started in the Americas.
In the
By the
Americas, you mean the
natives.
American area, so North America?
North
North America is the native
places
area.
like that.
Yeah. Okay, so now we know what we gotta do.
So what it said was
Custom.
that the natives had a story for this long slender
Well,
man.
natives would be like Indians, correct?
Yeah, the natives would be Native
But the-
Americans.
Well, that's another thing. The Indians didn't know about him.
Yeah,
That would be another
but-
thing, because even if they lived here first, but it originated in the same area, maybe the people of the native areas would know about it, is what you mean.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean
And
about it?
so
Okay.
what it-
Also, Vinny,
Yeah,
you need
so-
to join us so you can kind of help us out here.
All right, invite me.
Nikki? This is like Nikki. Oh, actually, I might be able to invite him because now it's actually working. Suck. I'm inviting him right now. It's taking 3 years. He's been invited. Lasered!
I mean, I also just invited.
Nikki sent it first.
Oh, fuck. Missing friends. I must include friends. Okay, there's our thing. Holy crap, my phone is either charging really fast or it's dying really fast. Because it was at 70 something before all this happened, and now it's at 91. What the suck?
That's how fast my
Okay, and there's another
phone
thing.
charge.
I actually, you know what's even weirder? Is the fact that I have this like little area behind my house that is really like, it doesn't have a whole lot of trees, but it has a lot of like liquidation over there and a little bit of vegetation.
Chicago guy.
Yeah.
It says that the session is full for some reason.
Oh, I think, wait,
So-
Nikki, did you join a public game? Private, Nikki! Private! Private, Nikki, you're failing me. Oh, Phil, you make me angry, Phil!
Now.
This
Not allowed, not
you
allowed
can
to join
use
a
this,
private.
not a colander.
Not allowed to join the park.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, we need that. And also, I need to continue listening to the recording as well, so if you would like to join me with this, then, we can continue listening to the original call, but it did say 1993, Mississippi. The people went missing, and they were never seen again without a trace. So,
Okay.
Mississippi is in America, near the, North Central. Okay, so that's
the
what
only
we know.
part about America, about the American one that you got right.
Well, that's because that's what it is. Also, I'm being my character.
After saying that America is in Europe.
Well, shut
some
up,
reason.
okay? I'm stupid.
No,
Everybody knows
not
this by
America
now.
in Europe. You said You didn't say America
France
was
is in
Europe.
America.
Go kill yourself.
Oh my god.
You just
Okay,
ran
come on.
out.
Can we just continue? France was in. That's what I said. Not France is not in Europe. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
France is in
Oh my God.
Angus.
Can we just continue this? God bless America. I'm playing the recording. And everyone better shut up or I'll laser them with my hand.
No.
I will smack you with my belt. Okay.
She was
Oh,
crying.
hang on. Okay, so Kevin Lee, which was the 911 operator, didn't make it in time to save his daughter. So his daughter was abducted as well.
Oh.
Let's see.
Where's this guy? In front of the house. What is he doing? He's standing behind a tree. It's very tall. Help us. I'm scared.
Alright.
I suggest we look out all the windows.
Yeah.
What was that? I don't know. The lights went out. I'm scared. Help is on the way.
So, hold up. Pause it real quick.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Jake, pause it.
It's paused.
So, what I heard was laughing in the background, and then she said that the
No,
lights turned off.
that wasn't laughing. That was something else.
I heard.
I suggest.
It's a she. I'm pretty sure
outside.
that was a she making the call. The he was her brother.
I know, but I heard someone laughing.
Yeah, no, that wasn't laughing. That was just the
Easily
static
laughing.
dysfunction.
I'm gonna try to do with like how the babushkas made, where I.
I don't think we can
Maybe
do
I
that.
can put it-
Oh God. This lag is
What?
horrible,
What?
Nikki. Why do you have to do this?
I am not
What was
lagging.
that?
I am lagging, but you're the host, so
Guys,
you won't
guys,
lag,
guys.
you suck.
Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Did you hear that?
That's a zombie.
That's
No,
the
not
zombies,
that.
dude.
It was. Doot, 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 doot,
Dude, there's nothing
and then it
here.
ended. I
Here.
heard.
Okay, well
Listen,
then shut up
listen,
and let me
shut up and
see.
listen.
You shut up and listen.
But I heard it again.
I think now you're just paranoid. This lag is
I'm
horrible,
not.
Nikki. Fix your internet.
I'm being serious.
Dude, I don't hear
I
anything,
legit-
and my volume is in the game too.
I
Nikki,
legit
Would you,
heard
would you,
Nikki.
would you
more
like?
I-
Would you like? Would, how about this? Pathfinder post.
really?
my internet is good.
Yes.
Your internet's good, yet mine, like, I think it's just our internet's all combined to suck.
I think so.
You don't get dark matter in this, and you already know how to get dark matter, son. Nikki, you're going crazy. That wasn't Nikki, that was Vinny. And I don't think he's going
I'm-
crazy because
I'm not going
I think it's
crazy.
just something with his audio because I don't hear anything of that. Oh my God,
It
this is
wasn't-
horrible.
It wasn't
This
my
is the
audio. It
worst
was-
lag I've ever experienced.
I legit heard.
You know that's how I feel when we play together, right?
Well then suck.
I legit heard. Doot,
How
doot,
about
doot.
this? We let Vinny host.
No.
I
I don't think we're
everybody
gonna even be
leaves
able
the
to do it.
game.
Let's just not do it. So let's see. Let me continue the freaking call. We'll go to the multiplayer.
For some reason, you guys won't do it.
He's looking at me. He has no face. His face is gone. Calm down. Does he have a mask on? No. He's coming.
I'll be back.
Calm down. Help.
Shh, hang on.
As long as he's outside and you're inside, you'll be fine. Describe him to me. He has a suit on and a tie. He's very tall. He's bald. I'm scared. Be brave, okay? I want you to be strong right now. It's going to be fine. I'm here with you. Coming.
Interference.
What's that?
Who are you? She will be.
Really echoed.
So please don't do this. I see you already. You're scared. I feel your worries. And your doubts. The one you call Senator will be mine. How do you know my daughter's? How do you know my daughter's name? Hello? Hello? How can I get home?
Okay, so that was the end of that call.
It's been.
So he said, I
it's
see
been
you,
known.
operator. You're scared. I feel your worries, your doubts. The one you call Sarah Mayer will be mine too.
So the thing is, what happened was after the screaming eventually stopped, right? So what happened is like it's something that goes with your something that's in the mind. What he did was basically trick the mind that everything is all right.
No, he didn't trick anything. Slender
No,
Man
trick-
supposedly is good with
no,
children.
Listen of what I'm trying to say.
We hear what you're saying. It's just that's not what that is. He wouldn't be
What I'm
thinking the
saying,
children
though.
are okay with it.
It's
They
not the
maybe he
chil-
after he break it in, he cut off the call for a second during that static and said, "It's okay. I'm just wanting to play with you children. I just want to be your friend."
But a child in distress won't believe it that quickly.
But children are dumb. You know that, right? They would believe even things on the internet. They would believe it. Trust me. I have younger siblings. They always believe something the older one says. So you would have to think, in the eyes of a children, a man who's tall, slender, and gentle, who wants to be your friend, would totally be okay person to be with. Even though it's an abduction and they just went through hell for that 3 seconds that they were in that call, it would scare the crap out of him, yes, but after a little bit of explanation, it's fine.
But do you think explanation goes by in a quick
Yes.
few seconds?
Well, here's another thing. Slender Man
And
is, in a way, mind controlling, so yes, it
that's
can
what I
do
was-
that.
That's
But he
what I
wouldn't
was
do that to
saying.
the person. He wouldn't do that to the operator, because he explained himself. After the children just went, okay, I am fine, in the calmest voice possible. Maybe that went on a little bit longer. They just cut it out a little bit, because then it was hurting their head. But you got to think about it. Slender Man is quick. So during that short amount of time that they did that, it does some crazy things. So there's another one, the Slender Man attack tape, which is the real evidence. I don't think it's real. We'll just have to see about that. So I'm gonna...
I'm not sure about that one. I haven't seen that one yet.
I'm watching it, so... Slender Man tape. Let's see, shut. Okay, includes some swear words, so viewer discretion advised at the current moment.
Your discretion is advised.
Viewer discretion is advised. I recommend this be not for young viewers.
Thomas, I would start from the beginning. Yes, Thomas, you're safe. Can you start from the beginning so that we may try to understand the events that happened? Okay. My daughter Jessica, she'd been outside playing at a friend's house, and we only lived up the street. They actually only lived up the street, I'm sorry. It started to get dark out. And I called her friend's parents that she needed to get home. They told me that she left over a half hour ago. Well, they're only a 5-minute walk away, so is this where you left the house looking for? Yes. We live in a
That's a sign of Slenderman's effects. It's either transmission issues or that. Both, supposedly. Yeah, it is him being nearby, but that's the only thing that would really show that.
TL Gaming just came on my stream and said your voice is annoying, and I just talked to him.
It kind of sounded different because I heard bubbling in the background, so I kind of was like, I don't want to ask anything what's happening. All right, let's see.
Just send me one more invite.
And also, speaking about TL
Ring in the ears as well.
Just came in and said just came in saying I suck at stuff.
Okay, can we like wait just 1 second?
Describe what he looked like? He was tall. It appeared to be wearing a suit, but there's no way it was human. There's no way. The arms are almost to the ground. I've never seen anything like it. It's okay, Thomas. Continue.
Stop.
That horrible fucking face! Just staring at me! But no, there was no face! There was no eyes! What did I see? Thomas, please calm your... No! No! I fucking saw you, son of a bitch! It took my Jessica! It's now coming for me! I can't sleep! I can't live! You don't know! You don't know! Oh God! Oh God! Thomas, calm down! It's right there!
End of tape. He didn't sound insane, but if you were listening, hang on.
What did I see? Thomas, please calm your... No! No! I fucking saw you, son of a bitch! It took my...
It sounded like you already saw him, but he felt hallucinative, so he said he continued with "it took my Jessica,"
It's now coming for me!
and he said that. That was an instant concern there. Now he's not crazy. It shows insanity because he gets into your head is another thing. He gets into your head, which is where the insanity would come from, because you see him and you supposedly can't unsee him. They did actually say they were making a Slenderman movie. I've been getting a bunch of those trailer craps from it.
Oh yeah.
So that it's just like once you see him, you can't unsee him. That's what he just said. So he cannot unsee him. He even is describing him word for word. He can't sleep. He can't live, which was another thing that I caught. Because if you didn't hear it, he said it's coming for me. It sounds real. The way he sounds, he's either scared out of his mind, or he's just extremely paranoid. Either way, let's see. There was another thing there. Hi. So he said I can't sleep, or he said and I can't live. What do you mean you can't live? That was another thing that I caught there.
What the?
And he said you don't know.
He said you'll know.
No, he said you don't know. It shows the thing. It says you don't know. Listen. And he said that like he actually saw something. And he screamed, but why would he scream? But wouldn't you think that the interference would come before then? Like as he entered the room, it would have interference? He said to me, detained, call secure, and they said, oh holy Christ, which means the guards saw it too. And it said gunshots fired and static interference. But here's another thing. He wasn't killed, but the other two didn't do anything. Because you didn't hear them after that. What happened to those two? Because listen. What is that you're hearing?
Sounds like clinking and footsteps.
Here, let me, okay, so, I heard, you hear the screaming, and then you hear gunshots fired. And then it just stops. Did you notice that?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, other than that, listen again. Listen carefully to after everything goes quiet, and listen to the footsteps carefully. Popping noises?
Gunshots.
Popping what exactly? No.
No, those couldn't be the shells, because shells would have clink noise, not pops.
Not the shell.
No, the actual bullet casing doesn't sound like that. I would know because I have some. And it is in a metal floor. It has the sound of a tile, but then I'm listening to it and it doesn't sound anything like shells that are being stepped on. But it is in a metal floor because what is he stepping on? Exactly, what is he stepping on? It could be anything. That's the thing that I'm listening to. I'm listening to it and I'm just like, what is that?
There's a lot of mysteries.
There's a lot of mysteries other than just Slender Man or the voices or the things that you're hearing from these calls. Now here's the thing. This is an interview. This isn't a call. No, it doesn't. Would blood sound like crust?
You think it sounds like crust?
No, if you heard it, either was popping or a crusty noise. Here, let me listen to this, okay? See, you hear gunshot, and then he stopped screaming simultaneously to the gun. And then as soon as the gunshot stopped, everything else stopped. Now keep listening. Here, listen carefully.
Then it was done. What was it?
It only took 6 steps. That's another thing I noticed. It only took 6 steps, and you hear things about... Hang on. No, it said 1... Like, I was counting this as well. It was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, and then that's all you hear. But if you notice, at about 3 or 4 of those steps, you hear... Like, stuff is on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't be bullets. Because that's not the sound that bullets make on a tile floor.
Then what was the sound?
Exactly, what is that sound that you're hearing? Because here's the thing. Let me go get my bullets casing. So that sounded... Let me rewind to the gunshots. That sounds like a pistol round. I have 2 pistols rounds. That wouldn't be a 45 Colt.
It is.
Let's see, I'm also gonna try and space the between gunshots. And I have a tile floor, so this will be the equivalent. So, but the footsteps I can't equivalate. So I'm gonna say it's this round. I forgot what round this is. It's a very small round, but I think I got it. Okay, so... That sounds like rocks.
It does sound like rocks.
But here's another thing. This is what the bullet casing sounds like. This would probably be the equivalent. And it would just be a dragging noise if you walked by. Because I kind of kicked it. You know, if you heard it, listen. That's way too loud to be a bullet case. Now that's another thing. That's way too loud to be the bullet case. Unless... Yeah, no, that wouldn't be the equivalent. Okay, here. I'm gonna do a sound test. Okay, I'm gonna put my mic on the ground. I'm gonna throw the shell, and I'm also gonna grab a boot and see if I could equivalent this. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, I have boots, so this is good. Okay, so let's listen to the actual. Let's listen to the actual recording, and then I'll actually set this up as well. So I'm gonna put this down, and I'm gonna let it play. Okay. So that was the actual recording. So with all that evidence, the bullet casings do go off of the gun. So from the gun, it goes off more to the side. So from the sound of the gun shot, it is a very tiny room. Probably one of those little interrogation rooms. Like, that's what it sounds like, because blasts go by different amounts of range. So I might actually put on my boots and take 6 steps. So the spacing was, okay, so step, 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 step. And then the steps were a little bit more spaced each time, it sounded like. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so from the shells being on the gun, but you didn't hear those fall. That's another thing, you didn't hear those. Which means the blast of the gun would have to be a lot louder than the actual room itself. So the room is an interrogated room, but here's another thing that we're missing here. The steps. Let's see. I think I could equivalent those, but those sounded like really long and heavy steps. And also, I'm not gonna hurry up. To get in thorough investigation, you need to do this properly. Oh, fudge. I actually need to sit down in order to get my boots on, because I don't have socks on, this is gonna make it trickier. Okay. So from those... How many shots did you fire as well? Did you hear? And
Yeah.
it's not an RPGer.
I didn't hear.
You didn't hear the how many?
Shots.
Okay, so...
I can't live! You don't know! You don't know! Oh God! Oh God! It's right there!
I think that might have only been one.
Sound like maybe
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It stopped at 6. So I counted that correctly. The footsteps did stop at 6.
That's
Okay, let's see. Getting on the boots. Now, how heavy do you think that boot was going? It's either boot or dress shoes. It sounds...
It is dress shoes.
It is dress shoes, but I don't... Well, it varies, I think. But yeah. I'm trying to get my other boot on because I don't have dress shoes. Okay, so 6 steps. So here come... Okay, I'm about to do the sound test. This is going to be a little bit interested, okay? Are you ready?
Yep.
And I also don't know how to simulate the actual dragging sound, so I can't do that, but otherwise, maybe you could hear something that we didn't. Okay, so let's see. Ready?
Yeah.
As the shell was shot. Okay, I can't do that because I was doing a smaller space. But if you heard the distance, that must be at a very heavy person, because I had to stomp in order to make that seeming loudness, but it wasn't that loud either way. Because listen to his footsteps.
What type of dress him? Because he could have like tap shoes.
Well, no, tap dancing shoes are different. Those are used for the dance. But listen to the steps. That is really big footsteps, because this is me. That was a normal step, like how it sounds like. So, it's not human, for sure. Slenderman is not human. That has been proven. Now, what else is there that we're missing here? Because you don't hear anything before that. Right? You don't hear any voice or anything there? So what is it? But Slenderman does have a voice, we know. Does he have giant feet? Well, Slenderman is just really tall. I would have to say he has the equivalent of a normal human foot. It has to be an equivalent of a normal human foot. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like.
I'm gonna hear this for a second, I'm gonna do something.
Okay, so...
I have a recording of myself. I have a recording myself.
Okay, so yeah, that was all that it was. It was just the last 6 steps was the end of that video. So that's interesting. Slenderman the documentary.
I already have a video loading up right now.
Well, I'm just trying to think, what else is there that we could see?
Here, no, listen to this.
It says that there are 2 shots caught.
What is it?
It says, I like, near the end, when it's just black and like it's silent and
Oh,
nothing can be heard.
listen to
It
the
says
recording
2
on.
shots
Listen
have been shot.
to
mean,
the
caught.
recording right now.
No, hang on. Jack, there was nothing else there. Like, I listened to the audio pretty well. There was nothing else there.
And I just listened.
Guys, I got a recording of my own. Listen. It is The Slenderman is Real, the recording of Rachel Hayes. Alright, I'm not gonna skip past it. Alright, so what it said was,
Okay, hang on.
schizophrenia. She suffered from schizophrenia after her encounter with her good friend Slendy Boy. So that must be what the dude was. That must be what the dude was. That's why he was acting all crazy. Earlier,
Well, it adds. He
before-
adds psychological thing. Do you think there's another clue on Google? Well, I tried to look up a phone number. It says don't call Slenderman's phone number 858-651-5050. But it shows different things, I guess, because it shows in the United States it's 858. If I'm correct, don't call Slenderman's phone. That was in 2017 though.
That was here.
That was a year ago. Now, even random people are still doing this. It said do not pick up. I swear, do not pick up. I got this number saying our names and what we were doing, and they were watching us. I called the number and it had a creepy background music and 5 children were screaming and I heard... hang on. So it even says FaceTime. So it says I called this number and it had creepy background music and 5 children screaming. I heard heavy breathing too. Okay, children on YouTube are calling this number and FaceTiming. So you just got a call from this caller and disjointed voice saying I'm going to kill Rip Disky. I called this number with a group of friends, and how long did it take to receive a phone call? I called it many times with a group of friends, and being alone, I never got a call back from it. I'm thinking it's just a fake number to scare people. All the people saying is to call them back. Name is a lie, and it's never caller unknown. Call prank. Well, we could see because it seems like people have different ways on this. Because there was a person of 2017, June 17th, saying just don't pick it up. 2017 June 18th was just the day after. Why they keep calling. June 20th, 2 days after. And this one was the one saying that they were saying their names and they were watching them. You know what? I might even try and call this. Like, I'm nervous to, but why not? So that was the area code 0801.
We's gonna die.
If I die, guys, I'm sorry. You'll be listening to this on stream too, so I'm actually gonna call the number on stream. And that's probably gonna be the worst thing, because if they actually heard my name, that is gradually terrifying, because how did they get my name?
Here's the thing, if she didn't die.
If I do die, I don't know what else to do.
I will.
Well, that's another thing, but let me make sure that never call this phone number MP3 MKP Studios June Studios the 4th of January 2018. Calling cursed Slenderman phone. So, what is this?
Is this what we're doing?
Even says down. It says calling cursed Slenderman phone number. Never call this phone number MP3. So that doesn't really help much.
Let's go to like a game where.
I was gonna say, hang on. I'm trying to see this because I want to see if this is actually real. Because if I were to call it, then that would mean someone is there. That Slenderman would exist, but I'm gonna put it on speakerphone and do this. See how to contact Slenderman. Let's see that. Watch it to say phone number.
Huh?
It says never contact Slenderman, and this is why. Video. Now, guys, you won't be seeing it from my point of view, but you will be hearing it. Slenderman phone number. Warning: this can be a risk to your life. You in a party? I've been in a party for the past, like, I don't know how long. Now we're gonna try and call. We're gonna call Slenderman. No, don't call Slender. I will call Slender.
We're calling.
Well, this is gonna suck for you. Oh, suck for all
I'm
of
tempted
us.
to just do it myself.
See.
All right, let's see what crap we got ourselves into now.
Well, I'm actually trying to see if they have a picture of his phone number. The only one that I see is the one that is from the United States. It says do not call. But it says on Android phone, but I have Apple. I will, don't worry, I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to find a correct phone number. Because I just don't want to be calling a random person. That's another thing.
Because I haven't.
Let's see. Let's see. Slender. I just said Sleander. Slender. Man's.
You know what would make this movie perfect? Is there any maps in custom games where it's night?
Nope, I don't think so. Slender
there's
Man's
one.
wife. Slender Man's phone number.
This is gonna take a while.
Well, I'm trying to discover the truth about this. This is how.
On Apple. Wait, my phone isn't activated. Never mind. Yeah, no, I have an actual phone. Calling creepy numbers. Apple is getting. Come on. Just give me like an actual phone number, man. Like, come on. See, Slenderman's phone number, real. Young kids. Could just be anything. Slenderman's number is fake. I like how they have the Slenderman crap, like the Slender games.
That is not Slenderman, that is one alien boy.
Okay. So this can be a risk to your life. I'm looking through all these phone numbers, and these just look like normal phone numbers. But 315. Well, you know what? Here's another one that we could try. The 666. Supposedly the devil's phone number. You know what I mean? Why not just call the devil?
Why not?
I mean, it is midday, so I'll have to wait until tonight to find out. Here, let's see.
Call him midday. See how mad.
Call the...
Call him on
I'm
Monday.
gonna call the devil at... Call the devil 666. And that was actually the phone number, but are we doing Slenderman? We were doing Slenderman, but I'm looking at a lot of them. It doesn't work. Okay, let's see. What happens when you dial 666?
Your call cannot be completed and dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
That's what most everyone gets. This doesn't work because it's too easy.
Your call cannot be completed and dialed.
So if you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, is it really punching this now? Here's a question. Are you a gambler? Did you know all the numbers on a roulette table add up to 666? Okay, if you call 666 666 times, on the 666th time, you'll get this.
Call cannot be completed and dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Sounds familiar, right?
Your call cannot be completed and dialed.
Linger for a while.
Please check the number and dial again. Your call can be completed as dialed. Please stay on the line. You have called 666. Your call has been completed.
That's creepy for sure, but it gets worse. Your phone will ring back, not necessarily right away, but at some... If you call 666, hell. But if...
The devil. So, in order for it to actually work, I guess you need to call it 666 times.
I don't think we have that much time.
So actually it says when people call 666, they usually don't get results, but we did. So it does say you need to call it 666 times, but maybe if I tried it on Apple, maybe.
You're an idiot.
I know I'm an idiot. This is what we like to call fact or fiction, boy.
We are gonna do this when we get older, so one of us.
That is true. One of us is gonna have to do the stupid thing. Okay, let's see. Add. Oh crap! Wait, I can't do that. Wait, huh? Keypad. All right.
And Jake is doing it this time.
Let's see. 666. Speaker.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. No es posible realizar la llamada.
Okay, so it said once after a certain point it'd say stay on the line, and then your call has been reached, and then it said something else, but we had to do it 666 times. So I guess what I can do is just constantly do that and see. And I'm gonna keep putting it on speaker, because then we can see if we get the same reaction.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. No es posible realizar la llamada.
Even says unknown. Even so, 666 as unknown. Speaker.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. No es posible realizar la llamada tal y como se marcó el número. Favor de verificar el número y márquelo de nuevo. Message 2, CO02.
That's interesting. So that would be number 3. Wait, it's actually counting, which is even weirder. It shows 3, so just constantly let it list. Just constantly click it. Just get it to 666. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to listen to it. So let's see. I'm currently at the 6. This is gonna take forever, but it's still gonna be worth it. If this actually like works. If it works, we're gonna see. Can I just put it so it just does this by itself? Like, like I'm just constantly like calling click. Like this is, I'm already at 10. I still have to go a lot longer. This is gonna suck. What if it just like I got a call back? Because it did say at a certain point you would get a call. If you guys heard that's what it said. It said you would get a call. So
You know that you don't have to do this, right?
For fact or fiction, buddy. If I die, well, hey, my parents will know. I like how Vinny's just like, you're gonna get us all killed. I hear it in himself, like he's just like
denying it every of this. I'm just like.
Here's the thing, paranormal investigator is like at this point, it's gonna have to do that.
We're too deep.
Yeah, no, because that's what it said. The stream didn't disconnect, but when it said 666, it said this is what should happen, and it said let it linger for a while after the number 666 of how many times you've called it. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna call end every like 3 seconds until I get to 666, which is gonna take forever because the call scene just takes forever. I'm only at 20. I like how Vinny's just like, he's just walked away by now.
Oh, you wish. You wish.
What if it actually worked? What if it actually worked, Vinny?
I'd kill you.
You can't kill me.
Then again, you'd probably already be dead.
Well, that would depend, because I'd be listening and I would immediately be shocked. So I'm at 26, so I just...
The government will come for us.
Well, if the government comes for me, then they already know what the heck I did. I just called the devil, you know, who cares?
It's normal.
It's a normal thing to call the devil, you know. My phone went to sleep, my premium didn't work. Oh no. I mean, sometimes the phones just like crash. That's another thing.
Imagine I call it, I just get on the first try.
Right? Just no, because I did it, and the first time I called, it did that, and it said to let it sit for a second. Is what it did say from the video, so I'm just gonna constantly. I don't know why you have to call it 666 times in order for it to actually work. Like, how do you do that?
Because it's fun.
The devil's number is not 666, it's 616.
No, 666 is the devil's thing, dude.
It is 666.
Nikki, you Nikki.
I read
Nikki.
too many things, okay? We don't talk
Nikki,
about
it's 666. Shut up, you meme.
They changed it to 666.
No, it is 666. Nikki.
I'm pretty sure it already says. I'm pretty sure it also says it in the Bible.
It even says
in the Bible,
the devil's number is 666. Look up what is the devil's number. The answer will show 666.
God's thing, which is I forgot the number 777.
666 is known to be. Hang on, let's see.
Just
Think about it this way. If you, dude, this is gonna be so hard to explain to each other. Like I would know this, and I'm not even satanic. I just know this due to the creepy things that I watch in my house.
I watched.
Why don't I just make an Ouija board? Let's do that instead. But of course, I'd have to do that in the bathroom. It just like starts on phone. Let's play Bloody Mary.
I'm really tempted to do this in the night to do a ritual.
No, that would be me. But I can't do that because today is my last day until Monday, which is tomorrow.
I can do it.
Well, you can do it. If you die, you die. The chat is lagging for me. Okay, let me just stop clicking that, because we'll try that again later. Like, I'll start doing it a little bit every time tomorrow and see if I can get it to work. Or I'll wait until it's like 665, and then when I get home, I'll do 666. And then we'll try it at that time, because it's supposed to work on 666, is what it says. For now, let's go. Actually, you know the dark web stuff?
Oh, we're not doing. No.
I would totally look that up and see if that's actually a thing. Is there dark web?
It is a real thing.
Okay, let's see. What's another thing we can do? Let's see. Let's try creepy games to play in your house. Creepy games to play at night. To play in your home during the day. I don't think it'll work during the day, but it might. But more than likely, it will need to be night. So let's see. Creepy games like Charlie Charlie.
Oh yeah.
The midnight game, that's something that I would never do.
Actually do that at 3 a.m.
Right? No, just like one day we're just like, yeah, let's just do the 3 a.m. challenge. You should not play rituals. Paranormal games, you should never play Bloody Mary. What's worse is even like the fact that I have a wooden door, so if I were to do the Midnight Man game, I could do it.
I also have a wooden door.
Well, like my house is just basically completely wooden doors. Play in your home in the dark. In your home in daytime. Oh my gosh, does this actually work? Maybe today's the day you really want to creep yourself out. Do you believe it? Do I believe any of these games? I just believe. Let's see. Shopping.
Right
Watch, it just shows the Ouija boards from the shopping. He leaves.
I hope he knows that.
I like how the midnight game has like a book.
Oh no, it does.
The midnight game is a book from 2 stores. Five Crazy Nights is the 5 guide to totally unofficial. I would play Resident Evil. I would 100% play Resident Evil.
Yeah. What should we do?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if there's games that I could totally play during the day right now and just like scare the crap out of myself. For kids of all ages. Okay, hang on. So it says games to play in the dark for kids of all ages. I have a feeling that doesn't end well.
Oh God.
Let's see. Scary games to play at home.
Why are you searching this?
Because I feel like if we were going to be paranormal, why not just experience it firsthand?
Where are you searching?
It's because he's not even messaging anything. You know, I could totally go do the Bloody Mary. I'll even like start a stream on my phone and just be like Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. How many times do you need to say Ari? Say it. Bloody. Hey, I'm gonna look up Bloody Mary rules. Bloody Mary rules. Oh my gosh, that's actually the first result. Bloody Mary rules.
Oh, it literally is a thing. And I forgot there was like a haunted ship.
No, there's still more that you can do.
They literally have rules. Huh?
Yeah. Let's see, Bloody Mary rule. Wait. That's the actual recipe. I don't want the recipe for Bloody Mary. I just want to learn how to play Bloody Mary.
not the recipe.
Not the recipe. Oh, we need a candle. That's another thing.
Yeah, you need like 2.
Okay, let's see. So it says, place your candle in the bathroom and light it. Stand. And light it. Stand and look into the mirror. Chant slowly, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, and see what happens. It's up to you to what you may believe. If nothing happens, try spinning around 3 times and look into the mirror. See anything yet? Should I actually go do that? I think I do have candles. The live stream is like doing creepy things in my house.
If you
If I die, Nikki, cry for me when I die, okay?
if you die,
Do I have a candle already in my room? I don't have a candle in my room. I have scented smells. I'm like leaving my house for this. It's just like I truly want to feel this pain. Like, so I don't think that's like the full rules.
I will do Charlie, but that's
No, Charlie wouldn't be too bad. Charlie I don't think would be too bad. Bring your headset. Well, I'm gonna be doing a stream on my phone, which means you guys will be able to see everything that I may see. Okay, let's see. I'm actually just like, where do I find this? I'm seeing the recipe again. Like, every time I scroll downward, it's just like, hey, look, it's a mirror. Hey, look, it's your... Hey, look, it's the drink.
What?
I was gonna say, you want to do this at the same time? Like, I'll bring my headset, and you could listen to me do it, and you just be in your room. Okay, hang on.
I will go into my room.
I will go into my room and listen to you scream.
I wonder if I can just call you on your own time.
Okay, hang on. So
I'll be
another
like,
thing.
"Do it."
In rare cases, the ghost will start conversating with the summoner, revealing him or her's events from the future. What?
Alright.
Hang on, so it says, oh, hang on, here's another thing. It says, according to the paranormal experts, there is a spirit known as Bloody Mary at night. If you dim your light in your room and look in a mirror for some time, at exact 3:13 a.m., say Bloody Mary 3 times, a spirit will appear. That is concerning, but it says you could, hang on, so it says you could do it at a.m. Isn't daytime a.m. as well?
Yes.
So, sometime when the slots are... Sometimes, some time slots are called the witching hour. Every 12 to 1 is known as the dead time. Every church and a holy place is closed in this hour. Time of 2:33, 3 a.m., 3:33 is called the devil's hours, which Christ died at the inversion of these times. If you get disturbed at these times, something is with you. Well, I mean, I'm already disturbed by reading this, but it's 3:53, so does that count?
I wish there was a test to see if you could see ghosts.
Right? No, that would be... Well, you might be able to find something like that. Look around on the internet.
I searched on YouTube, I found one. The thing I was sort of.
Right? Okay, here's another thing. A video once said that the entity would look like you, just uglier and more gruesome, supposedly. So what I'll do is I'll even start a live stream. I'll put the camera somewhere near behind me so you'll be seeing from my point of view, or I'll hold it, or something like that. You know what I mean? Because then you guys can see what I will be seeing. You guys will see what I'm seeing, not just I'm making this up. Because I know people will actually make crap up like that. Now, I really wish it would show me this. Because then I could actually just list all the rules and do it. But I don't have a candle, but I have a substitute candle probably, I think. There are candles in the house, I'm pretty sure. Place a candle in the bathroom and light it. Stand and look into the mirror. Chance light blood.
You can use like a candle with a switch or like, I don't know.
That is true, yeah, no, that is true. How do you play the game, Bloody Mary? Decide who's going to call Bloody Mary first. Go into the bathroom and it's your time and turn off the lights. Look into the mirror.
Daylight while we're doing this.
Well, I'm gonna be going into the bathroom if I'm actually gonna do this. I don't have cereal. Let's see, so summoning the ghost of the Bloody Mary. In the bathroom mirror, all you need is call Bloody Mary is lit into a candle. And in a bathroom you can go into it by yourself. Like, I like how the lights on over there and I'm just over here like, Don't forget to turn off the lights. Okay, so I do need a candle. I have one right here, but it's not a technical candle. But I'm gonna actually look for a candle, because then it's like actually what it's supposed to be. I think you do need an actual candle though. I think you do need a real candle though. That's the thing.
I am very scared.
You should be. I'm the one doing this, you scrub. You're scared. Dude, I'm crapping myself, but I'm gonna be brave. You know what's even better is if I just brought like a hammer into the bathroom with me. If I actually see I just bust the hammer, but supposedly you're not supposed to do that. You know what I mean? Because everything that comes from a mirror, as soon as you break the mirror, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm in your house now forever. Hew, hew, hew. I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Jake, don't get possessed.
If I get possessed, you'll know. Cause I'll be streaming one. I might have my headset near me. I don't want to have it with me.
Imagine you get possessed in the middle of the night, I'll be like, why is Jake streaming at the
No, you see, it's just me casually staring into the camera. No, what if I recorded myself sleeping after doing the Bloody Mary challenge?
Oh, you should do that.
Oh
yes,
no, dude,
for
have you
sure.
heard of
What?
Have you
Your
never
mic
heard
is
of
cutting out.
that challenge? Then don't record yourself sleeping. Have you never seen that challenge?
No.
Dude, supposedly it shows you things that what happens when you sleep. But I also have cats, which is another thing. And you know what's even weirder is the fact that when I'm sleeping, okay, I have an open window. I used to have blinds there. And like, yeah, I probably won't be able to bring my mic then. But I have cats, okay? And they're always by my window, but they'll look at the door. Either near my closet or just nearing the living room location. And I mean, I hate this little gnome that's over here as well. I always hated it. But I don't like it. And it's always freaky, the fact that I just see this little gnome just sitting here looking into the living room, just like, nope, 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 I don't want to look at you. I just, nope, nope, I hate you.
No.
No, 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 no! I really need to figure out what those candles. I see little candle things, but those are for the thing here that's used to just give the scent and not really light anything.
What should I do?
I don't know. I'm about to try and figure out where the frickin' candles are so I could use them.
Jake, if you die, what's gonna happen to you?
If I die, Nikki, I want you to carry on my legend as a monster hunter. It's just like, I want you to carry my popularity. Everybody on my channel, if I die, go to Nikki's channel, okay? If I die,
Vinny's.
or
Or
Vinny's,
Vinny.
no, do both. Just, everybody, do it! It's just like, here's another thing. I'm literally just like looking around for a candle and I don't see one.
As soon as you say that, I get like 20 messages.
Hey, is he actually gonna die? Probably. I'm like, yeah.
Or at least if you're lucky.
If I'm lucky, I'll survive. But if I'm not so lucky, guys, subscribe to Nikki and Vinny, please.
Yes.
Don't let them be lonely
shall
because
care.
I'll be dead. I like how he's still just sitting in my lobby, just like, he's gonna die. I know
Because
you.
you will.
I feel like you're thinking that because I was looking at some of the pictures. There's a guy with like a figure with his reflection, and there's no one obviously behind him, where it just shows
I'm just gonna,
a ghost with a knife to his
I'm
neck,
so
and I'm just
sorry.
like,
I'm just gonna say something. If you don't die, then you're probably gonna be possessed.
that's probably the worst thing that can happen is possession. Here's another. My parents are. So if I do die, they're just gonna know that I'm dead. That's all. And like they're not even home. They won't be home for a long time. So I still have a while to either figure out a challenge that could make me die, or something similar.
Jake,
But there's
these
also
are
another one, the Midnight Man, the Midnight Game Challenge. I really would hate that one. No, here's the thing.
don't do
You need to
that.
get a picture of yourself. I already have that. And you need a piece of paper with your name on it. With your blood.
That's easy.
No, with your blood on it. So you actually have to like cut yourself in order for it to work. So technically I can physically go play outside, cut myself purposely, and just wipe my leg on it and be like, okay guys, I'm going inside, don't worry about this. They'll be like, what the hell is he doing? You know, one day I'm gonna do that. One day on like
Jake.
one of these days where I have like a break, I'm gonna have my friends come over and we'd be like, yeah, and I'll be like, hey parents, if you hear laughter, don't worry about it. If you hear someone
Don't
scream,
worry.
don't worry about it. Someone's just dying, and they'll be like, what? No, nothing.
nothing.
I'll just like walk away. They're just like, what the hell are these kids doing with their lives nowadays? And I'm just like, No, because I seriously feel like if we did the Midnight Man game, it's one for each player, but we also have to carry salt. That's another thing. We have to carry salt and candles.
Yeah.
I don't have a candles. I don't have a candles.
I do.
Can you send me all your candles, please, sir? No, I don't want you to die.
I
Do it!
I have a bunch of closets. Don't
Do it, or
ask.
I'll shank myself. You just have
Don't
them.
ask.
You just have them preparated in your closet. You're just like, This one will be for the day when I want to die. This will be for the day I want to play the midnight game, and this one will be when I want to play the boogeyman game. Have you ever heard that one? Have you ever heard the boogeyman one? Yo, dude, if I were to do that, I wouldn't be recording. I would just probably I would probably have like I'd probably have like a regular recording where it's just like, hi, my name's Bob, and I'm about to die. Cause if you hear the legends, here's another thing. I face the closet. So if it actually did work, I would never again sleep in this house.
Here's another thing. The rules are you cannot move. Every
Yeah, no.
inch of your body must be
You cannot move as soon as it starts, and if you get scared, no, if you get scared, you have to say, no, if you do get scared, you have to say, mommy, mommy, I'm scared. Or something like that. It was really embarrassing, but I would do it. Because either that or you get dragged to hell from your closet. So, yeah. I mean, it's better than going to hell is, you know, embarrass yourself. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather go to hell. I mean, in general, I'd rather go to hell. Because I've already been there. But who cares?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You're just like, yeah, I know, you're right. Please do. I'm still looking for a candle. I might just go look in my parents' room and be like, candles? Hang on, I'm actually gonna go do that. Tell me if you hear me in the background, okay? Tell me if you hear me in the background.
Alright.
You hear the wild Jake scream!
Found it. You found it, didn't you?
Do you hear me?
Yes, I heard candles.
I'm like, candles? Where are candles? Candles! Ah, crap, there's no candles.
And then in that moment, I was like, oh god, he found it. Look at that, Vinny's just gone forever.
I think Vinny went to try and kill.
I think this one will happen.
I'm suffering! Lasered! We will continue the series when he's not dead. I kind of want to take one of these candle bits and then just like put a piece of like some kind of thing that's flammable. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Cause
I have Bear's on.
Yeah, no, I saw you streaming. It's lasered.
Yeah.
I saw him before you did. Lasered! I'm actually just like walking around. Is there any candles in the existence of my house?
Should we play your favorite game before you die?
No. I'll just die. Because I'm dying, so do I really need to exist anymore?
No, we're playing your favorite game. What's your favorite game? Say it right now.
Jake Lava.
Okay, we're gonna do roleplay on Warframe. Let's go, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna start charging my phone because if I do end up dying, I want to be recorded. Hang on, the bloody. I will die next week. Smiling tears. You know what I should do? I should tell my dad. In order to become a paranormal investigator, do you mind if I buy a bunch of candles? They're like, why? Well, I mean, a lot of the challenges that require paranormal relations require candles, and they're like, we have candles. Well then, can you just buy me some paranormal crap? Because that'd be better. How about you just not?
Like,
oh my Jesus!
Tarot cards? Tarot cards?
Oh no, just buy me a Ouija board, I'd be okay with that. My parents?
Oh,
no! No Ouija boards! No Luigi
not
boards.
That in this house.
No Luigi boards, dude. No Luigi boards.
Yes. Yes.
He's just like, Luigi, one of us. Google. He's just like, what the heck? They're just like slowly approaching them. Nikki, one of us. It's just like